Hi there, friends. Happy Monday. Just want to write down these dimensions really quick that we're using today. So I have them sitting right in front of me. Don't make any mistakes. Welcome to Stampin' Peace with Mary Knabe. It is Monday, October 3rd. I hope you had a fabulous weekend. I definitely enjoyed my weekend. It was pretty much a family weekend. I worked on Friday evening, but then on Saturday we all got together at Andrea and John's and watched the Ohio State game, watched Hocus Pocus 2, and celebrated Andrea's birthday. And then yesterday Emily was home for probably till early afternoon when she had to go back to Cincinnati. So I enjoyed some time outside with her and just visiting and relaxing, and had a walking partner this weekend, so that was good. Today, well, lots of news in the Stampin' Up! World, so I'm going to start with that really quickly. Tomorrow, October 4th only, okay? October 4th only, one day only, 24 hours only. Free shipping on all orders of $75 or more. So that's a great savings. Perhaps there are some things on your wish list that you would like to get with the free shipping day. Perhaps you need to stock up on adhesives or cardstocks or envelopes. Again, perfect thing to do on a free shipping day. And let's not forget that the holidays are coming up. We have lots of great kits and products to help you in your holiday crafting, but also remember that kits make a great gift for fellow crafters, or maybe the busy mom who doesn't have much time for crafting. You can think of all kinds of people and reasons to give them Stampin' Up! Kits. So those are some ideas for purchasing on the free shipping day. Again, it's free shipping on all orders of $75 or more. My computer was acting up for a second. Let me double check that to make sure I'm all good here. Yes, okay, good. Also tomorrow begins our Starter Kit Plus promotion. You can become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. That doesn't mean you have to do classes, parties, events, anything like that. You don't even have to sell if you don't want to. Many people on my Merry Stampers team are hobby stampers and enjoying the discount and the pre-orders and things like that. And some are business builders. So we have the whole gamut. And quite honestly, I joined, well, I didn't even join for the discount. I joined because I wanted Susie to stop asking me to join, but little did I know it would turn into all of this. But at the very least, you get a great deal on $155 of product. You're going to pay just $99 and tax, and it all ships free. So right off the bat, it's a great deal. The Starter Kit Plus promotion means the plus is that they are giving you another $30 above, $30 in product, I should say, above the $125 of product that new demonstrators usually choose. So, and I just was sitting here I had a couple extra minutes, so I was quickly doing the math on this starter kit. So let me show you. So, normally with the starter kit, you'd pay $106.42 and you get to choose $125 of product. Now that total is based on tax in my area, the 7.5. Your tax may be higher or lower than that. So whatever your tax is, and then we all, no matter where you are, get the free shipping. Now with the Starter Kit Plus promotion, you're going to spend the same amount, but you're instead going to get $155 of product. Great deal, right? It's a great deal on top of the usual starter kit deal. But look at this. This is, I just wanted to figure out the math for my own purposes, but I want to show you this. if somebody were to purchase $155 of product without any starter kit promotion, without the starter kit plus promotion, look what you would spend. $184.95 for $155 of product versus, what I say, the $106.42. So it's a fabulous deal. So that starts tomorrow, runs through the end of October. And one more last note before we get to today's triple stamping technique. Tomorrow is the last day to sign up for the Sweetest Candy Canes gift card holder class to go, okay? This entire class is making gift card holders. You'll make 8, 2 each of 4 different designs. And this is just one of them. And you put the gift card in this pocket in the middle. And all of these, if you think, well, I really like those, but I don't give a whole lot of gift cards, you can leave the pocket portion off of the cards. But either way, they are wonderful. They're festive. They're fun. Wednesday, October 5th is the last day. All of this information that I've just shared with you quickly can be found on my blog, stampinpeace.com. Whew! Now let's get to some stamping. While I'm flipping my camera around, please share this live video and invite others to join us for today's project. I'm kind of out of breath after all that. All right, inside here is today's card that I'll be showing you how to make. And with it, I'm featuring the artistically inked stamp set. This one's been around for a while. I love it, but hadn't used it for a while. So that's why I'm bringing it out today. And it's perfect to show you the triple stamping technique. If you like this stamp set and or bundle, you can find it in the annual catalog. Today, I'm just focusing on using the stamp set, not the dies, but the dies are wonderful as well. So let me show you first the sample, and then I'll show you how to make it. So I made a happy birthday card, opens up this way, and it's got lots of layers. And all the images kind of match up, right? This is what I want to show you today, how to do this. And this works great with a lot of different stamps. I had 2 holiday stamp sets that I pulled out that I was going to use this with. And then I thought, you know, it's really beautiful and fall-like here in Ohio today. So I decided to go with this one instead. Now for this, you're going to need some cardstock, and you simply want this cardstock to coordinate with the colors of stamping that you're using. And today I'm going to be using Mango Melody, Garden Green, and Rich Razzleberry. So I would want to choose one of those, and I'm using Garden Green. I'm using a card base that measures 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and it's scored at 5.5 on the long side. Then you need a piece of the same color cardstock that measures 4 1/4 inches by 3. And then the smallest piece measures 3 1/4 by 2 inches. And I'll have all these dimensions on my blog when I post this video there. And I'll reiterate them, I'll repeat them as we go through. Now, I need a piece of white for the inside of my card base, 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And then I'm using 3 pieces of white that will be my triple layers, my 3 layers for stamping. So 5 1/4 by 4 inches, 4 by 2 3/4, and then 3 by 1 3/4. That's a lot. I know. I've got my cheat sheet here. So it's a lot, and I don't expect you to remember all that now. Like I said, I will repeat them, and then I'll have them typed out for you in the blog post as well. Now for this, you're definitely going to need some kind of scrap paper because we're stamping off the cardstock. You also are going to use a tiny bit of adhesive to adhere these layers. And notice I'm just using a very tiny bit. The reason for that is I'm going to put them together, I'm going to stamp, and then I'm going to pull them apart to make my card. So you definitely don't want to use multi-purpose glue. No real heavy duty adhesive. Some of you I know use at times temporary adhesives. I don't have any of that, so I just use a teeny tiny bit of the Stampin' Seal. Not the plus, that's too strong. Just the Stampin' Seal. And I put a tiny two tiny bits. That way I don't have too much adhesive, but having it in 2 places helps that the layers are not moving around while I'm stamping. So now it's time for your scrap paper or grid paper. And when I'm stamping these, I prefer to stamp the largest image first. Okay, the largest image first. So therefore I'm stamping with this large flower, and I'm first stamping with Mango Melody. And you'll notice because of the different layers, the ink will not fill in completely. That's okay. Do not worry about that. And you'll see why in just a little bit. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Next, I'm going to stamp the leaves, and for that, I'm going to use Garden Green. Remember, you're going to get some gaps because of the different heights from the different layers. Don't worry about it. You'll see soon how it's all going to work out just fine. And when you're doing this, you do not necessarily have to touch all 3 layers, okay? Just stamp it as if it's one layer and what looks good to you. Alrighty, and then I'm going to fill in with just a little bit more stamping by stamping these small flowers, all 3. They're 3 different sizes, but they're on one stamp. Makes it super easy. And it's almost like these little flowers are used as an accent or embellishment to the larger ones. And I'm just filling in wherever I think it needs an extra little bit of color. let's see here. I think I need just a little bit more right here. If it helps, because this gets awfully busy, if it helps, pull your layers off of the scrap paper so you can get a little bit better look at what you're doing. And then you can take a better look and see, am I satisfied with the stamping and the amount of stamped images I have on there? For me, I am. Now here's the part where I say we're going to pull these apart, and this again reinforces the reason why when you're stacking your layers, you do not want to use too much adhesive. And now we also need to bring in our garden green cardstock. And each of these stamped pieces coordinates with, or will get layer on top of, one of my color cardstock pieces. And of course, the largest one will go on my card front. Now, as I'm moving these stamped pieces around, I want to keep in mind that when I layer these, I need them to really match up, okay? You can see this would not be so good, would it? Things aren't matched up well. So make sure that when you're adding the layers, they're matching up to the images on the layer underneath. And again, you can call this triple time stamping. Some people call it triple layer stamping. The idea is that you're stamping the 3 layers all at once. Again, you want to double check. Are your layers matched up? This is a good match. Nope, that's obviously not, right? Okay, so there is my triple layer stamping or triple time stamping. And now I just want to finish off this card. Looks like this one layer I'm off just slightly. And I think it's going to bug me, so I'm going to pull that up and reposition it. Okay. Now you can see here is an area that didn't get filled in when I was stamping, and it's not really covered completely with the garden green. If that bothers you, you can fill it in with a blender pen and some ink or whatever you like. To me, that doesn't really bother me. You still get the whole completed effect. So I'm going to leave it alone rather than kind of fussing with that. All right. And then I'll put this on the inside of my card, and then we'll add a sentiment and perhaps some bling, because I know you people, you always want the bling. Even if I intend to not put bling on it, you always want that bling back on. Oh, Kathleen, I'm so glad you got your internet back. Kathleen is one of my friends from Florida, and fortunately she and her family are safe, but I know there's lots of devastation all around them, and they were without power and internet for a while. So Kathleen, I'm happy to see you here. Okay, I need a piece of, this is too long, but it's in my scrap bin. I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch strip of basic white for my sentiment. I'm going to do a 1/2 inch by 4 inches, and I think that will be just about right. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment, happy birthday, with the rich raspberry color, because I just want to bring that rich raspberry color out a little bit more in this card. Obviously, it looks great in here, but you can see overall the melody, mango melody, and the garden green kind of take over. So I'm using this color. It'll kind of calm that down and function as an accent to the card as well. And then I'm going to just trim with one of my favorite punches. Pick a banner punch. Love it, love it, love it. It accommodates 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1 inch width length, or 1 inch widths of cardstock. So it really accommodates a lot of our sentiments. Now this is a card, it can go either direction. And typically when I do the triple stamping technique, oh, Joyce says this is her favorite technique of all time. Oh, well, I'm so glad you joined me today, Joyce, then. Although you're an expert, you know this. But I typically make mine non-directional. So in other words, I'm not doing just evergreen trees or an animal that has to go a certain direction. I like it to be kind of a random setting. So that way I can make a vertical card or a horizontal card, whichever I prefer. And I think, what do you think? Go with the horizontal or the vertical? On my sample, I made a vertical card. Should we change it up and do, I'm just checking to see where I had my fold to make sure I was getting that in the right place. Should we change it up a little bit by making it go the other direction? What do you think? I think we should, just to be able to show people that we can. You know, I like to give you alternatives when I'm showing you projects and techniques. And one of the easiest ways to vary our cards is to simply change the direction. And I want you to be thinking and commenting on ideas for embellishments. And I think I chose 3 colors that do not have ribbons to match, but I'm sure we can find something. Any ideas? Oh, Barbara, you like both. Wonderful. Oh, you agree with me. We need to do one of each direction. Whew, I'm glad. Okay, oh my gosh, there's just, Do you have an idea? I was just going to say shout it out. I guess you can't do that, but you can type it out for me. Oh, you know, and there's lots of them, but I've already made my decision. I'm going to use these gold sequins. These are from, oh, twine bows would be great. Those are very much a go-to for me. I will always have linen thread and baker's twine handy. I'm going to use these gold adhesives or gold sequins, and they're from the adhesive backed seasonal sequins. These are in our July to December mini catalog. It comes in a package with 4 colors, and each color has 2 different sizes. And you know what I really, really love the most about these embellishments right here? The sequins do not have holes in them. I know for some of you are going to think, well, Mary, that's kind of a funny thing to say, but it's true. I typically don't like sequins because I don't like the holes in them. So I'm excited about these. And you can just put them anywhere you like, and they're going to be fabulous. Remember, we typically work in odd numbers, so you want to keep that in mind as you're placing your sequins. And I think I'll go right here. And we might as well add sequins to the sample, right? I was going to put some embellishments on just before I went live, and I thought, oh, no, well, that way I can surprise you with whatever embellishment I want to use. All righty. What do you think? Pretty easy technique, right? And the most important part of this technique, other than having the correct dimensions of the layers, and you could vary those too if you want, would be do not use too much adhesive when you're adhering the white layers together, because you're going to stamp all three of the white layers together, and then you're going to pull them apart to build your card, to build your finished card. And one more thing before I close is I think we should, I don't always take the time to do this during lives, but I think today, for some reason especially, I feel like I'm not liking this naked envelope. Well, I guess I never really like naked envelopes, but I don't always take the time to decorate the envelopes. Wow, so many of you are on here. Thank you for accommodating me at this different time. I didn't want to miss going on, but I'm going to be honest and say I was 4 months behind in not all, but the majority of my paperwork, and it was really, really bothering me, and I decided today was the day. I had to get caught up because I hate when this happens, and then it's the end of the year, and then it's tax time, and I'm not ready. So I promised myself I would work on this today. I'm happy to say I'm nearly caught up, but I was not at a real good stopping point to have my 4 o'clock live. And that's the reason. I hope you understand. And it's just one of those things. Sometimes you're in a groove, and to disrupt yourself too much is kind of stressful. So anyways, I'm thinking, because you're such wonderful people, and especially understanding about accommodating me at different times when I need to change my schedule, I'm going to go ahead and give not only the card I made during the live away, but also my sample. So if, what should we do? The name of the technique, or should we do the name of the stamp set? How about the technique? Triple layer stamping. Or if you prefer the term triple time stamping. Joyce, which do you call it? Joyce Wilhelm. I know that's your favorite technique ever. Which do you prefer to call it? Either one. Triple time stamping or triple layer stamping. Okay, I'm thinking triple layer stamping sounds best, but I know different people call it different things. Joyce says triple time. All right. I look forward to seeing you next on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time here on Stampin' Peace with Mary Knabe. Just to give you a heads up, This Friday, October 7th, there will be no Facebook Live. That is the first day of my Creative Escape weekend, which runs Friday through Monday with just about 60 people this time. So I'm super excited, almost ready. So close to being ready that I'm about excited to pack up my car. I know that sounds crazy, doesn't it? But of course, it's too early in the week to do that. But anyway, so I will see you Wednesday at 8, and I will not be here on October 7th. All righty. And again, if you are interested in being put into the drawing to receive one of these cards today, please type triple layer stamping or triple time stamping, whichever is your preference, whichever you like to call this technique. All right, thanks for joining me on this Monday, October 3rd. Remember, tomorrow, October 4th, is the free shipping day on orders of $75 or more. Okay, so you can save quite a bit. Also remember that starting October 4th through the end of the month, we have our Starter Kit Plus promotion. You get to choose $155 of product. That's $30 more than usual, and pay just $99 plus tax, and it all ships free. And if you have questions about the joining offer or what exactly being a demonstrator entails, please ask me. I'm happy to discuss it with you. There is no pressure to sell. Doris is on my team. And Doris is a hobby stamper enjoying the discount, enjoying the pre-orders, enjoying the free PDF tutorials that she gets from me as one of my team members. Alrighty, take care, and I'll see you soon. Happy stamping.